Oh my god. Last stream I was fooling around that I had my mic off when I didn't, and now I actually had my mic off because I'm fucking retarded. Oh my god. Last stream I was fooling around that I had my mic off when I didn't, and now I actually had my mic off because I'm fucking retarded. Oh my god. Wait, where's that coming from? Oh god. Wait, where's that coming from? Everything's muted. Oh, no, it was from Wait, where's that coming from? Wait, where's that coming from? Everything's muted. Oh my god, this is such a Litz move. Oh, no, it was from It's from putting the video into the live chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh this is such a Litz move. Oh, no, it was from It's fixed. Holy, because I put the live stream into the live chat, it kept echoing because everything was muted. I'm like, where's it coming from? I'm so stupid. What the heck? Who's alive? Who's not? Who wasn't killed by the ear rape? I'm so sorry. Oh my god. He started immediately because Galaxy brought up pineapple, and that reminded me because for some reason I have these people that are telling me I would look really good wearing pineapple shirts. And seeing the pineapple reminded me of that. Should I go out and start wearing pineapple shirts? Bro. Well, how are you doing? I was doing a vlog. Pretty good, Hylian Link. I'm looking forward to that. Yeet is Snorlax. We'll start the stream. We want these stories, bro. I'm starting now. Comment me up, bro. Mike muted. Cosmic Burrito. Welcome to the stream. No, last stream I was doing it on purpose. This was an accident. Though as your stream is, Brendan, it's funny you bring that up. Let's hop straight into these stories. Night 1 of PAX, or was night 1 or 2? Yeah, night 1 of PAX, the night before the convention. Me, Hylian, Luke, and Night Sky, we're all sharing the same room together. Literally for an hour straight, we made memes on how loud my intro is. And we kept playing guys, we kept making memes of my intro. And we all kept trying to sleep, but we all kept playing the intro right after each other. We made my intro, since it's so loud, the alarm clock that day. Whenever someone was trying to fall asleep, joking around, you'd hear someone snore, I'd play the Litz intro and they'd wake up. That was the alarm clock. You have stream open, bro. I'm not going to clip that because I'm nice. I'm just watching you on my TV. Bro, Hylian Link, no way. Gluck. LMAO. Yeah, that's story 1 of how, we just made my intro into, an alarm clock meme because of how ridiculously loud it is. The N10 was it doesn't even make sense. We don't even know where that music's from. You're turning Super Saiyan, and then all of a sudden you're jumping through a warp pipe in a Mario. So we were laughing our ass off about it for hours. I need that MP4. Give me in the morning, bro. All right. With that little story out of the way, and I forgot to get my water. Shit. Well, guys, I will leave you with this lovely poster of Zamazenta and Zacian. No, wait, no. We're going to have this gorgeous model take over the stream until I get back with water. I'm back. I hope the model kept you guys entertained, because now we're switching. Oh, that's a good fucking pun. Now that we're switching, we're going back to Zacian and Zamazenta with our signatures. Alright. I came back with water. I just want to warn you guys. This Nirvana natural green water is the worst water I've ever tasted in my life. I normally drink this Deer Park water, the best water I ever had. This, my mom got 3 cases of this. For those who don't know, I'm on a water grind. Like, I try to drink only water because you lose weight with water. Water gets rid of the toxins, increases brain activity. All this shit water is for. This water tastes like fucking Play-Doh. And I'll let you know, I've tasted Play-Doh before. I put that shit on my tongue. It's like someone dropped little pieces of Play-Doh in every bottle. It tastes like water at first, but wait. Good. As soon as it like digests in your tongue, you taste Play-Doh and it's gross. Fresh bottle too. All right. Let's rewatch. Let's catch up on comments. There's Brain Fog. Point of view, dating cardboard box. Put me in VC or something. Oh, you just missed it. Next break I go on, Brendan, I'll put you in. I will be fucking the cardboard box. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That came out, oh my god. There's no coming back from that. I will be, though, because this cardboard box is beautiful. And I'm not just talking about the models on it. I'm talking about the story, the love, the action behind it, and just what Nintendo Switch represents as a whole. I mean, I could practice my wedding with this, like, be like, unnamed girl, unnamed gorgeous woman, will you marry me? I could tape, like, pictures of Rosalina or someone on here and practice. You know what, Brendan? You're onto something. And I like it because it blocks the bathroom door, so you guys can't be creeping me out saying, oh, guys, the bathroom door's opening, because I actually believe that shit. So, exploring the world from the comfort of your couch. Well, yeah. True, anytime now. I'm staying up all fucking night, bro. This is a beautiful point of view. Oh, let's ruin it. Great. I remind you, yo, if I ever come over there, I gotta sign that bitch. Brendan, I want you to sign it. Like, honestly, I already have my friend JJ sign it. I want anyone who comes over to sign it. Like, dead ass. I need your name up there. Honestly, I'll save that space right there in the middle for you, bro. This man's a clown, bro. The bathroom door's opening. You can't say that. It's blocked. I fully expect him to throw it on the couch. Fuck. No. I'm waiting until I get mad, until I play Smash Brothers and Silly Bones pisses me off and I accidentally like punch a hole through it. Oh my god, the door. Oh, Yeetus, you don't even know those jokes, bro. Alright. Anyways, enough with the introduction. The window right behind you in the back is opening. You know what, Galaxy? During the summer, I was this close to just getting the end zapper and just zapping my head out, my brains out, because there was a cricket stuck in the windowsill, and I was like, I was trying to play Breath of the Wild. I think this happened 2 years ago. It happened when I was doing Breath of the Wild streams. A cricket would not shut up because it was stuck in the windowsill, and you could hear it through the walls. I'm like, no, how am I supposed to stream like that? Tell Silly Buns to get off his ass. Oh my god. Alright. So, let's begin with my pack story. How everything went down in my point of view. Breath of the Wild will never come back. It will, bro! I promise I will beat Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. I'm going to beat Wind Waker this week in honor of Silly Bones and all the Wind Waker stuff I've did in the past before. I think Wind Waker was the first stream Brendan ever came to. Promise. You have my promise right here. Wind Waker beaten first, then we're back to the Breath of the Wild shit. Because Breath of the Wild is what, is literally what put me on the map. Like, in the beginning, I had my small community with Galaxy, Nanette, Rachel, and Jules at the time. But it wasn't until I did Breath of the Wild when I met Brent, and Stevani, was when Brendan really came out. Banana Can, the man who goes by Red on my Pokemon streams, and all the other people came out. And like, I was talking about this, Brendan. You weren't at the last stream. Like, you'd missed this part on the last stream. If I'm big enough, I want to have, like, just the Litz panel. And the Litz panel representatives are literally going to be you, Stevani, if he ever comes back, because he was there. You, Stevani, my friend Jake and James, who stream with me, and that's, like, the panel group right there. Because I know we have the N10 group, but we also have the Litz group. Because, like, the Litz also does his own things with his IRL friends, and most, like, back in the day, before the IRL friends, it was literally Brandon, Brendan, and Stevani. Like, we were this close to having our own podcast. We used to do, we had Lasai. We almost started Levelway. Bro, those streams, that's nostalgic right there. Like, I just remembered Lasai on the spot. Bro. It's not opening. Stop with the joke. My pillow's opening. Bro, stop. Bro. This close to having an actual podcast every time. We even had one and just... We do gotta do that. And ever since I started watching the original 151 Sunday Sauce, I've been like super hyped to try to bring that back. Alright, enough with the nostalgia. Does anyone have any questions? Any last minute, your fucking shirt is opening. Any last jokes or questions you want to get out before I start this story? Your pillow's opening. What? How many holes are in a shirt? 4? That's it. I was confused by that. You know Xenoblade 2 is gonna come back. Maybe Xenoblade 2 is interesting because of how grindy it has to be. Because I remember that was one of the problems in the beginning, was I kind of just wanted to be over leveled. So I could just, when I stream, I just steamroll. Because most of I think like 6 streams before the actual story was me grinding in that forest area and getting clapped by level 84 monsters before I was like, you know what, let's fight the water or fire girl or whoever she is. Play on your own time, man. It's easier then. I want to at least get the story parts on streams. I'll probably grind on my own time, like you said. Because back in the day, when I was like 18, and I'm slowly growing out of this. It like took 2 years. And I'm not fully recovered from this. I'm still growing out of it. Where I, like, back then when I first started, I was like, everything I do, like, me, every breath, me blink, every blink needs to be filmed. But one thing I learned recently, especially during the PAX trip, that you just need to live and vibe in the moment. You need to live in the moment. You need to vibe. Not everything's about work. And special shout out to Desmond, who goes by Soviet Sekai in the Discord. He's like the mean grumpy guy. He's always like giving me advice that like everything doesn't need to be recorded and shit. So back in the day, Galaxy, this stuff happened 2 years ago. We could finally say back in the day. Like, if you were to compare me to 2 years ago, like, I still have my personality, but I was still way different then. Like, at this point, Brendan, like, where Galaxy is now, that's where Brendan is, and Galaxy is, like, even though Galaxy's now mod, Galaxy's, like, been being praised lately, and Brendan's, like, when I think of the Litz, when people think of the Litz, they're not just going to think of the Litz, they're going to think of my crew too. So, back in the days for boomers. I am a boomer. Let's read my comment. Your Nintendo's mouth is opening very wide. Bro. Which one? The Zamazenta? Because that's a wide mouth right there. Alright. No, I don't have the coronavirus. It's just a cough. You know, my friend JJ was trying to scare me earlier today. He was like, Litz, you know people don't Litz. My RL friends call me Litzy. He was like, Litzy, what if you have the coronavirus and you just don't know yet? I was like, trust me, I don't feel anything. And he was like, you don't feel anything until you have it. And I'm like, I don't think I have it. I was already sick before that. So, no, if you want to make it a group thing, call it the Litz Project or the Litz Network. Bro, the Litz Network. That sounds like the Litz Network sounds clean. The Litz Network. Holy shit. We're going to have to look into that. All right. Can you be sick? You can be sick and have no symptoms. Have you seen the interview? No, I have not seen any coronavirus interview. Don't scare me. All right, we're done. We're done with the whole virus shit. We don't have it. I did nothing to get it either. Okay. What? I was choking on water. All right. Hashtag frozen raid. Hashtag bro. Hashtag radical raid from Lazify. No, bro. Talk about freaking timing. Right when the story was about to start. Bro, you need more vids too. Solutions coming to that. A radical raid. My brother came through. Radical. I can't wait to see the end of your stream. I was just telling Galaxy earlier in the stream, like, bro, your stream, like, had me messed up. I'm about to start my pack story, like, from the very beginning to the end, to just get that out there. Yeah. The whole story of Paxton from my point of view. So if you guys are willing to listen to that, be my guest. It's going to be a while. Just listen to it at times. Oh, Snap Pack story, bro. And we actually are going to start off the story with Nintendo Cisco's video. Actually, because Nintendo Cisco's video, I have not seen it yet, but I've heard from me just skimming through it because I thought in the beginning it was like the whole PAX video and I really want to see my rant. No, it's from the beginning. So we are actually going to start off with Nintendo Cisco's video to steamroll the whole thing. So, bro, PAX sounded Brendan, if it wasn't for Radical, I would not have went to PAX. I did not believe in these conventions. I was not interested in PAX at all. Like Radical literally had to, like, punch me in the face every day with text messages. Like, our text messages, if there was, like, because me and Rad talk a lot, like, on our own thing. If our text messages could represent something in real life, every day it was Radical grabbing me by the shirt, shaking me, like, get your shit together! Like, that's literally how I felt every time Radical, like, texted me. Like, literally. Don't cry, you're gonna make me cry. Now you see it. Bro, the bunny behind... Oh, stop. Shake that... Oh my god, EJ. I had to milk his udders for that little Rad. It's the truth, though. Paid off more than... Brendan, I should have listened to you back then. I thought the Smash launch was all I needed. But this PAX... The Smash launch... Alright, in comparison... The Smash launch is a fucking penny compared to PAX right now being like a $50 bill, bro. Alright, hold on, enough with the shit. Let's pull up I can't find the clip of you singing that. It's on the Litz No Context video, No Context channel. We are going to pull up Nintendo Cisco's video right now, actually, and react to that because oh my god, it's a huge start. And the reason why I'm going to be reacting to all the N10 videos because it has to go in with why don't I have my own vlog? Well, because I felt like my footage, I did not record enough footage. Everyone was recording everything. If you go back and watch my Twitch streams, like I have a perfect example of this. Like during the one Twitch stream, Night Sky pulls out his vlog and he just starts vlogging and it starts a whole fucking domino effect. First Night Sky pulls out his vlog, then Luke pulls it out and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm vlogging." Then Cisco pulls it out and then everyone just starts vlogging. And while I'm just streaming this on Twitch, in my head I'm like, yeah, I really don't see a point on me vlogging because literally every time I tried to record, it was already too late. Or when I did record, it was literally nothing. I was expecting something to happen, but it was just vibing. I only got vibes. Like, I recorded the whole Abdallah conversation. Because I thought, oh, something interesting was going to happen. The whole conversation was literally, like, nothing bad about it either. The whole Abdallah conversation was him talking to us as if we were sitting at a lunch table with him, like friends, and he was like, "Yo, this burger place is amazing," and stuff like that. Like, I've only got the vibes, and that bothered me a little bit because for those who really don't know me, I like to be loud. I like to have like just the awesome shit, like the whole like what. So me just collecting the vibes compared to what I actually really wanted, like it's a weird trade-off for me, but I have all that. Oh my god, lol, I'm so honored. Hey, Cisco vid was amazing, so hyped. Oh my god. That's why I hurried to get my vlog out. I didn't want anyone to upload and draw me out. That's why I'm going last, and I'm going to reveal why I'm going last right now. Is because I'm still going to upload my PAX video. But at the end, or during my video, I'm going to have the clips of me saying, oh, this clip is found in Nintendo Cisco's channel, or this clip was found in Linkachu's channel, or so forth. This clip was from the N10 live stream, or at the end, just have a list of highlights for people to follow. That's what I was going to do. Let's dab a lot. I did dab. Dabbing's my thing. I'm sorry. I love dabbing. I'm going to bring dabbing back or just trademark dabbing as a whole. Oh, smart. But that's what I was going to do. Alright, let's start this thing. Now, bear with me. This is going to be a long-ass stream. I know you guys have school tomorrow. I have this whole week off. But if I do not get my thoughts out tonight, I'm never going to do this again because I can't talk about PAX forever. I need to get this out here, this stream out now, or I'm going to start forgetting things, and we need to keep moving forward because I got plans. I got the Litz Direct coming out. I got the second channel release, like all this shit coming. So we are gonna start steamrolling with this. So we're clearing up everything. And plus the other PAX reactions videos. That's what I did tonight, lol.
Hey, Nintendo Cisco here. What's up, guys?
Alright, let's see this.
Around this time, I uploaded a video called...
I got sick day, so no school day for me either. Bro, election day.
So basically we had people like...
Thanks, Galaxy. The Cisco emotes.
Come into Chicago and we hung out, right? And did a vlog.
Cisco, I still have these. I'm sorry they're like banged up, but I'm like keeping your stickers forever. Like I might just put them on my display, even though they're banged up. I have them. I wish you made one of me, bro. Thank you for giving them to me.
Radical's gonna be showing us around Bexy's. Right now we're at the airport.
Video had me chuckling, bro.
And I'm ready for one of the biggest adventures of my life. We have about 9 and 10 members.
Put them on the display box. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm kind of using Nintendo Cisco's video as the spine for this stream. So this was him getting to the bus terminal. the night before I did not sleep at all. I slept for a half an hour before I left for my bus. I could not sleep. I caught up on My Hero Academia. I did a midterm that night. As soon as the N10 live stream, like the pre-PAX live stream was over, I had to do a midterm for my writing class. I had to do a midterm. And it took me an hour. That took from 12 to 1 exact. That midterm was rough, but I was like fully concentrated, fully in the mood to do it. But I could not sleep after that. I caught up on My Hero Academia. I didn't finish it. I watched the rest on the bus, but I started watching it, and I knew I had to sleep or I would die tomorrow. I woke up, took a shower. I had to make sure I had everything. We got to the bus station. I was scared shitless at the bus station because I don't understand how buses or transit systems work, and the bus station, like my local bus station, smelt like someone pissed all over the walls, the seats, and everything. The moment you stepped foot into the bus station area, piss. I think I think any sweat or anything in there stunk so bad. It was so gross. Like, disgusting. I was so happy to leave once the bus came. Like, it was... Alright, let's see here. Next time I see you, bro. Alright, I'm looking forward to that sticker. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh my god. You get put it on the women, you gotta add those to another convention or something in future. You were running on hype, right? I was running on hype. I literally could not sleep. It honestly felt like Christmas to me. Because the last 3 years, 2017, 2018, and this year, and 2016 Christmas, yeah. 2016 Christmas and up I lost the magic of Christmas. From the moment I was born to 2015 was the last best Christmas I ever had. Was like, I couldn't sleep for Christmas. I was so up to ready. I was so excited to see what Skylanders and Amiibo I was getting that day, because that's all I asked for was Skylanders, Amiibos, and Nintendo games. I could not sleep waiting to know what I was going to get under that tree. But ever since I started getting my own job, ever since my mom was ever since Santa was my mom always bought me gifts, and Santa bought me gifts, was we can't keep finding these things. It's just better to give you money for Christmas and to hunt out to get what you want. So Christmas kind of died because Christmas was all on me. Basically I could just go out and get anything. The magic died. I couldn't sleep for PAX because I had no idea what to expect. Everything was brand new. What was going to happen? This is my first time meeting new people. This is my first time in Boston. It was the first time for everything. It was a surprise. The magic of a surprise. And when you know there's something up, surprise, you're going to get restless. You're not going to be able to sleep. And honestly, PAX is going to become the new Christmas for me. The new, oh my god, I can't sleep. I'm so excited to wake up tomorrow and unwrap the N10 members, unwrap the new memories, unwrap the new gifts. That's how PAX meant to me when that first day. Bro, this was my Christmas, bro. Breathe, lids, breathe. You're gonna pass out. You convinced me to go to PAX East 2021. Bro, I didn't even get started on the story. That's how I felt when I went flying to the first time. Let's unwrap me. Bro, Galaxy, you could ask all the N10 members. I could not stop talking about you because, none of us could stop talking about you. I was like, holy shit. There was a fan of mine, a fan of us that came up to me. And when you gave me the money, everyone was like, bro, why do you give you an IRL donation? And when you said the Sans thing, bro, I don't know. I still can't get over it. And meeting you for the first time was shocking because I have no idea what some of you look like behind that screen. Like Galaxy, I just try to base people based off their profile pictures. So I'm not going to lie. That's been your profile picture for a long time. So I just started to imagine a kid that looks like you. Meeting you in person was like, bro, that's what he looks like. The same thing happened with Brendan. Because me and Brendan are really close. And he doesn't really like to show himself to people like PK Red. But when I saw Brendan, mind blown. Because the vision I had, like how I thought he looked, completely different from how they actually look. Because I try to pin voices to people, voices to what I think they look like. But when you finally see them, the character's made. The character is there. Like, you no longer become an NPC. You become like a main character when that happens. And just seeing you guys in person is like a magical thing. It's like unlocking a brand new character. It's like, oh, you've heard rumors. It's like Smash Brothers. You hear rumors about these characters coming out, but as soon as that character's reveal trailer is released, even if it was rumored or leaked, you still freak out about it. Like, that's how I feel when I see you guys. Like, when I see you guys. Like, hold on, I'm sorry. I'm stuck on words. I'm just so excited. So I looked like you do. That's how I see you, Fahad. You look like you look like, I don't know. I imagine Fahad. I know there's a IRL picture of you somewhere, but because of my memory, how I look really retarded, like how I'm like kind of like brain dead sometimes. That's how I just kind of see you with long gray hair, I guess. Like, no, Brendan. At the time, you had the Dante poster with the glasses. So I thought you were just like some chill guy with sunglasses, just vibing back then. And then when I saw you, I was like, whoa, that is like, I was like, that's not what I thought at all. And like, same thing with Galaxy, like these ideas I have of people, then when I see them, like, yo, that's the real person, that's a real being. Like, hold on, let me give you another example. Like, back then, Rachel and Jules, I had no idea who they looked like until I finally saw them. I'm like, what? It's weird seeing someone because the mystery hypes you up, but then when you see them, you're like, holy shit, and then you can't get that image out of their head. Like, I'll forever see you guys now with what I see, except Brendan for some reason. I always imagine Brendan, and probably Galaxy now, because I see everyone else so often. I always like think back to how I would customly create how my fans look. So, Jared, welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Oh sure, Fahad, unlocked lit. You've never seen my pic. It's on Twitter. No, I've never seen it. I know. I think I saw it once during when Rad met up, but that's it. That's what happens with me and PK. I was like, whoa. Now Fahad has gray hair. What you mean? I can imagine him any other way. Gray hair. So is my Persona character. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of retarded. I am though. See, I can respect that. All right. My name is the Hylian Link. Alright, so hold on. Where was I with the story? So I'm at the bus station. I get on the bus. I have like smother parents, like helicopter parents. Like they really love me. So my mom was like, walked me to a bus stop. She was hugging me, crying. And she was like, take care of yourself, okay? No drinking and all this other shit. And we got on the bus. I waved to her. It was kind of sad. But going on this trip was also the first time the leash was cut off. When I'm at home and like no one's here I could really give an example of, but like when I'm at home in Pennsylvania, I'm on chains and leashes to what I could do. Like, but when I was at PAX, everything like came off. Like everything came off. Like I was free. Like like when I'm here, like I guess the reasons why I act really stupid on stream is because what else can I really freaking do? Like I'm trapped in this area. When I was in Boston, people didn't see when I was like giving out cards, like basically being the communication like master or brand ambassador, like the professional side of me would be out. Like I'd be like, hey, like yes, I did some silly things where I would come up. Hold on, here's a story. We were all eating at Shake Shack, and these people. I heard that these people were talking about Pokemon behind us, and a part of me, I was like, Rad, and I was talking to Rad and Cisco. I'm like, they're talking about Pokemon behind us, and one of you said, give them a card. A part of me, and I know it's wrong, but like the little kid part of me wanted to sit right next to them and be like, yo, I love Pokemon. If someone did that, you would think they're fooling around, they're fucking with them. I know, I genuinely wanted to talk to those people and meet with them. But the other silly, like, I have MPD. I swear I have multiple personality disorder at that time. The clownlets came out that time. I literally came up to the guy, slammed the card in front of his face, and the part that hurt me the most is he didn't even acknowledge it. But I wanted to become friends with those people. But besides that example, with that example out of the way, I pretty much was just like, hey, I'm the Litz. Have you heard of the N10 community, or you should consider subscribing to the N10. I would point to myself saying, I'm the Litz, and who was ever nearby at the time, I would say, that's Radical, that's Heinley and Luke, that's like who, and I was like, you should subscribe to us. It was like, not only that, but we actually have like the whole community, and I would like tell them what we do and stuff. And as a joke, back in the day, you could say, as in the joke, everyone knew me, and it still kind of does know me as the clout chaser. But I took it to a professional level at PAX. Instead of like clout chasing, I would be like, yo, hey, I see you like Nintendo. We're all about Nintendo. And that's kind of like what I meant to do back in the day too. Like I never knew what clout chasing was until Brendan told me like what clout chasing was back in the day. And then I remember once I learned what clout chasing was, it became a whole meme for me and people actually started hating me for it. But what I did at PAX necessarily was what I truly meant to do from the very beginning. And that I have to thank my communication major classes and stuff, and just growing as a human being from 2 years ago to help me understand the proper ways of doing things. So it's true, LMAO, everything. Alright, let's read these. Let's read this. BRB, my parents aren't like that. They're more laid back. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm proud your parents took a leap of faith and let you be independent. Oh my god, I had an argument with my parents today because when my friend scooped me up to cure my PAX post depression, I went to go I went to go empty out my piggy bank because I'm broke, and my mom's like, "Well, we're not that broke." She was like, "You just went on a vacation." I'm like, "So what?" And she was like, "We weren't able to go on vacation." And I'm like, "How?" My parents were so jelly that I was able to afford this thing on my own. My parents were like, "How would you feel if we just went on a vacation without you?" One, I wouldn't feel anything because I strive to have a normal life. This is like a personal thing. Like, my life is bizarre. For anyone who's come to my rant streams about how my love life is, or anything personal in general, knows my life is nowhere near normal, and I strive for normalcy. So that's normal to not go on vacations with your parents and for your parents to do stuff. And my parents were like, how would you feel if we went to Florida or something without you? I'd be like, I wouldn't give two shits. I would sit in the basement, stream, watch anime, or go out with my friends. So, but I know that they were like, they love me and stuff, and they want me to do things with them. How am I gonna get scared by this old ass everything, bro? LMAO, it's so true, lol. This was just happy to be free and experience all these new experiences while on his own. That's honestly the truth, Fahad. It's like, it just felt so great to like be free, because I know once the chains are off, I need to act professional, because like in this town, I'm alright. People understand me. But I also got to keep in mind, I'm 19. Some of the shit I do is going to get me in serious trouble if I don't restrain myself. Like, I've done a lot of stupid streams, but a part of me is always like, you gotta act professional sometimes. You're at that age now where you gotta be careful. Like, if I was 16 going to this thing, first of all, it would never happen, but just imagine 16-year-old Litz, or me when I first started YouTube on this thing. Bro. Stop the Litz. I look into the Omega Chad level. Litz took it to the Omega Chad level, bro. Brendan, I'll see what I could do about that. Brand ambassador. Alright, I gotta go. See you guys. Have fun. I'm glad you all had fun at PAX. Alright, Xavier, make sure to check out the stream on your own time. Play it back. Litz's Bizarre Banshel. Don't ramble and talk about PAX, my boy. Or just make a PAX recap vid. True, hold on. I'll stop rambling. Let's begin. Basically, on the whole bus ride to New York, I just watched anime and stared out my window. Nothing interesting happened to New York. It was just anime the entire time. Alright, I'll stop it right here. When I got to the New York station... Alright. When I got to the New York station, this is when the Litz luck started to kicking in. All my RL friends know I wear these. Only my best friends in the whole world have them. And they give me good luck, but there's also drawbacks to them. Like, it's like a whole personal thing we do. The Litz luck kicked in. When I got to New York, I got off the bus. I thought all the tickets were fine. I had an hour to chill. So, and I also had 80 pounds of luggage on me. Like, I'm not even kidding. If you ask Radical or anyone who saw me walking to the hotel, I was literally wobbling and like hauling my ass with all the stuff I brought with me, because I brought my whole streaming setup. Like, during the PAX East vlogs, the mic they were using was my mic, and like the connector stuff, I just have plugged that in. Also, could I get an F in the chat? When I took the Blue Yeti mic out, the cleaning lady who went into our room threw out the Blue Yeti microphone. I didn't put it back in my bag, which was my mistake. She threw it out. She threw out the box, the instructions, the foam, everything got thrown out. I went to the room, I was like, no! No! She threw out the box! I looked under the bed and everything gone. I didn't go to the hotel manager or anything, because I knew it was my fault the box was gone. So I had to wrap it up in all the Nintendo bags I grabbed, put it back in my bag. I was terrified that it was gonna break and stuff on the way home, because of how many times I domed so many people with my backpack on the bus ride home because it kept slipping. I felt so bad for the lady sitting on the row next to me, because every time the bus hit a bump and she was trying to sleep, the backpack would slam straight into her body. And she woke up every time. I was like, I'm so sorry, ma'am. Please forgive me. Alright. Rewind time. F. Oh, you also text. Me too. Let's remind me of Etika. Let's remind me of Etika when he rambled and then forgot about the content he was going on about. Oh my god, thank you. Yo! Bald Gamer's in here! Now that Bald Gamer's in here, we're going to fast forward through the story because I want him to hear what I'm about to say about him. Hold on, before I go into the Bald Gamer thing, I'll read the rest of the comments. Same here, that's probably why I still watch him. I watch him because he's one of my close friends. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Oh, yo, Baldy. Fighting the elders. Bro, alright. Let's fast forward to the convention. Well, I meant Baldy. I'm going to lay it all out. Alright, so the Ball Gamer, I really didn't understand or know who he was because I'm part of the N10. And before I met the N10, I had a lot of drama with them due to a lot of things in the past. I will not bring up it, but that's another reason why I love Radical and Luke so much, and Cisco, was because when I met Cisco, I don't know why, during the Smash launch, I just connected with him. I was like, oh, he was always meant to be my friend. Like, I get that feeling when I talk to people. Like, the people that I talk to this day, like, if I'm not cold to you, like, I know I'm a busy person and it takes me a while to text back, but if I'm not cold to you and I talk to you, I'm like, yeah, he was meant to be my friend. Like, I feel that. I felt that with Radical and Luke in the beginning, too. And I had a lot of drama with people in the beginning, so I always thought members of the N10 hated me, and being on this trip, like, fixed that immediately. Like, I can't believe I ever thought that about anyone. Like, completely gone, because I have a lot of anxiety and depression. I go through a lot of things. Like, I talk to Rad a lot because I'm like, Rad, I feel like people hate me for some reason, but it's the complete opposite, and I just get like that. Off to the point. So, I was never really close with the N10 community when everyone was talking about the Ball Gamer. Like, I was like, oh, that's one of their things, because I like to do my own things. Like, Brendan knew about this too, because I always ran into Brendan, and Brendan was always looking out for me. He was like, maybe you should just start your own community and stuff like that. I speak this from the kindness of my heart. Like, Brendan meant nothing bad about it. Brendan only wanted the best for me. So I was always kind of torn. Work on my own things or work with the N10. Like, so I was always like, you know those color circles or those similar likes or similarly things, how there's two separate circles? Well, I was always a circle in the middle. And everyone would talk about the Ball Gamer a lot, and I'm like, yo, all the other members are talking about him. I should actually, like, the more they talked about the Ball Gamer, I really didn't want to get involved with him until he started streaming his, like, Pokemon vlogs, and I'm a sucker for, like, his Pokemon streams and stuff. I'm a sucker for Pokemon. Like, anything Pokemon I watch, because Pokemon's what led me into Nintendo. And I started watching Bald a lot, like, just lurking. Like, I didn't really talk because my anxiety was like, oh, if I start talking to Bald, I feel like I'm going to I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm just talking to Bald just like because everyone else is. So I would just lurk and watch his streams until the one day he raided me. Like, a week before PAX, he raided me. He helped me get to 715 subs, and I flipped the fuck out. I was like, yo, this Bald guy, like, actually knows me? Like, part of me, I was like, holy shit. And, like, I lost my shit because, like, I know that he's big. Like, he's, like, he grew. Like, he popped off. I know. And I've been fanboying over his Pokemon content, and I had, like, this amazing reaction. And this leads me into the story. Because when I met the Ball Gamer in person, I was a little bit intimidated at first. Because, like, I wasn't really close with him. But it wasn't until after the convention when, Cisco, that Ball Gamer, Luke, were staying in the back. Because, like, they were kind of slow, nothing against that. And I always feel like, when I see someone, like, left back behind or something, like, I'm like, you know, I gotta go back, stay with them. So then I start listening to their conversation. I don't know. I honestly don't remember how I got involved into the Ball Gamers conversation. But when I did, it somehow just became a one-on-one with me and him. And I just started interviewing him. Like, I just wanted to know everything about the Ball Gamer. And I got to know his life story. I'm not going to, like, well, from what I know of it, I'm not going to share any of that. But I'm like, holy shit, this guy's like a bro. Like, me and him were, like, literally connected. Like, he became my friend that day. Like, I don't know if he feels the same way, but that Ball Gamer literally became my friend that day. Like, I knew it immediately. And what made my night, like, literally, when we went out to eat at Muya, like, the entire night after that Ball Gamer told me this, I could not get it out of this head, and I still cannot get it out of my head to this day. When I got home and I called my aunt, she's my closest family member, I had to tell my aunt this story. that ball gamer was telling me like how much like he likes Failboat and stuff, and he was like, because we were on the topic of raids, like why people love to do raids and stuff, how raids build people's communities. Like when you raid, you're networking. Like it's like raiding is basically these business cards, but online. Like when you raid someone, you're networking, you're giving people your viewers because you think like they could take your torch, you like that person, and then they take your viewers, they give you your viewers. It's like a mixed thing where in the beginning it was just like like selfish, like people with egos would be like, there goes all my people. But if you see the bigger picture, you're just building a bigger family. Like it's literally about building a family and supporting each other through the end. And N10 is the prime example. I'm not trying to be boastful or toot my own horn. I'm saying this out of the honesty and like the love in my heart. This N10 community here, whether you're a fan, a YouTuber, an N10 member, or above us, we support you. We treat you like family. It's like the N10 Nintendo community, literally the N10 family. Like the community's just a word. Like there's different ways how people view words. Like people view love differently. People view the word community. When people read N10 community, the definition of community is not the definition. It really means family. Like that's literally what it means. And when we raid each other, we're expanding our family. It's like adopting kids. Like when you adopt someone as someone who was adopted as a kid, like I was adopted in 2nd grade when I was 8 years old. Like having that adoption ceremony, like you lived with these people. Like I lived with my parents ever since I was like a little baby, but being like officially part of the family, having this big celebration, that's what it feels like. Like it's an adoption analogy, and that's what we're basically doing when we meet each other, when we network, when we collab, when we do everything. It's literally like family get-togethers, meetups, like graduation parties, however you view it, how friends get together and like have a good time. That's literally what this networking, what community means in the N10. Hold on, sorry, let's rewind back to the Baldi thing. So we were talking about raids, and Baldi was like, sorry if I keep calling you Baldi, it's just like easier to call you that. I don't want to be like, hey Baldi, and you're like, I don't like that name, but I'm just gonna proceed to call you that until the end of the story, until I catch up on comments. He was talking about raids, and what I remember specifically from that was he was telling me about Failboat. I watch Failboat. He's one of the funniest people in the world. I missed my opportunity to see him. That's a separate story. But that ball gamer was saying like how when Failboat raided someone, the one person he raided had this insane, over-the-top, genuine reaction about Failboat raiding him. And that raid meant so much to Failboat that he has like a sticky note or something by his desk, and that every time he streams, or when like before he streams, or when he's feeling down or depressed about himself, that he goes back and watches these reactions, and that's what inspires him to do YouTube, like to keep doing YouTube, to keep it up. And when that ball gamer told me that I was one of those reactions to him when he raided me, I was just happy he raided me because like of like personal reasons, like with the group, like oh my god, he knows me, and like he's this big guy and I love him. When I found out that just my reaction to Baldi meant that much more to him, I was like, what the heck? Like, all I was just telling him how I truthfully felt in the moment. I was just living in the moment, expressing my love for him at that time. And I never realized that just like a little excitement meant that much to him. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I was like, oh my god, was I really like that? Am I really that kind of person? I don't know. It meant a lot to me, and it was a lot hard for me to digest, and a lot for me to digest at that time. And so I kind of kept that thought on the back burner, and just me and That Ball Gamer, Cisco and Luke were just talking about life. And I feel like me and That Ball Gamer had a lot of one-on-one talk too, and just grew our bonds together and stuff. If I could like if I could like stick with him, if I was able to like spend more time with him, I definitely would. I really enjoy him, and you should check out his content too. And he gave me a lot of advice, which I'll touch up on when I get to that part in the story. But I just wanted That Ball Gamer to know that like that meant a lot to me, that you said that to me and you inspired me. Like, I don't know, you just inspired me to know that. And when you gave me that feeling, like that idea in my head, meeting Galaxy in person, like, I don't want to praise Galaxy, be a simp to Galaxy and put Galaxy on a pedestal, but meeting Galaxy in person, like, Galaxy, like, hold on, you know how, like, those stands are, like, 1, 2, 3? Galaxy was number 1, N10 number 2, Baldy, and all the other famous YouTubers, Baldy, Ellery, Nintendo Cade, Abdallah, all number 3. Meeting you guys, knowing that I met you guys, physically met you, saw you, talked to you, like it wasn't just a dream, it wasn't through a screen. That's my inspiration to keep going. That I inspire people like me, the connections I make with people, like all that. I was like, holy shit. That's my drive. Not a reaction, but the actual physical manifestation of the memories of meeting them in person, like the adventure leading up to that climax. That's what inspires me. Like, the journey always inspired me. I personally love to go on adventures all the time. When I'm not doing YouTube, like 2019 was a horrible year for me doing YouTube. Like, that was the least I've ever did anything in my life. Like, I stopped watching anime and everything. I fell off the whole rail. Like, the train derailed. But when I'm not streaming, I'm out there going out on adventures with my friends. And like, I always liked the adventure. Live streaming, meeting new people, talking to you guys right now is the adventure. And once the adventure's over, that's what I'm aiming for, is the completion. Like, when you finish an anime, you're like, wow. When you finish a movie, you're like, wow. And then you talk about it, and you get to share your feelings about it. Like, I'm living in the journey now, but like meeting the N10, like, I'll use the N10 because it's the perfect example. Meeting the N10 person in the morning, you were like, wow. Like, you know, that just happened. So there's my analogy. I'll catch up on comments right now. Man, that's probably why I still watch him. Lol, yo, Baldy. Hey, Ball Gamers, you're the first I met. Cisco is like a big teddy bear. Yo, yeah, me and Cisco were the first of the meetups. I guess that's why I have that special connection with Cisco too. My family loves Nintendo Cisco for some reason. Like, my other mom doesn't know who Nintendo Cisco is, but since Donna was with me, like, at the Smash launch, she was like, Cisco, such a gentleman, such, like, literally a man, a guy. I can't believe he likes Nintendo and stuff like that. Like, he was, I don't know. This could go into I could have a whole separate rant about how I view Cisco, how my family views Cisco. That could be a whole stream on its own. So I'll pin the cushion on that for now. Cisco's like a big teddy bear. There's always drama. I feel like the community hates me, lol. Nah, bro, we will get that fixed. We're loving, we're caring. Dude, this trip fixed some issues I had with people liking me too. I feel that. Like, you, honestly, I can't tell you how much I relate to that. I have a lot of anxiety too. You could tell. We don't hate anyone. Sorry, that was just my own mental state. Not nobody hates you, lol. I'm glad we got all our stuff sorted out. I felt amazing when people actually were excited to meet me. Makes me want to step up my game and not slack anymore. That's exactly how I feel too. Like, literally, like, I texted Rad, and like, from all the stuff we said, I was like, this is what you've been talking about. Rad, I know he's not watching right now, but Radical, I feel like he has like a foresight. During his stream, he was talking about how he likes, like, he was always like, he's like a lone wolf, how he like sometimes, like, he like values his alone time sometimes and stuff. But I feel like because he's like that, he has foresight for months since like the October, like when I was like when I really didn't want to go and I was like peer pressured into this. Radical was like, Brandon, you go to this, everything will be fixed, bro. Like he was like, and how would he know? Like Radical has some kind of foresight with things. I don't want to like pump it up. I don't want this to get to him either. But Radical has like some kind of special powers with his feelings and his gut feelings and like what he sees. Like, I don't know. That's just how I view it. And I want to say special thanks to Radical, Linkachu, Hiley, and Luke. Those are the first people I come to mind. They and anyone else who helped me pay for my ticket. If it wasn't for Linkachu and his gram, I would not have bought the ticket, and I would have missed out on the convention. And I paid Linkachu back at a later date. So if it weren't for Linkachu, and I felt so bad because Linkachu almost missed the convention over a fucking flight. If it wasn't for Linkachu, the whole thing would have been down the fucking toilet. So thank you, Linkachu. I'm like in your debt. Like I owe you big time. Like you have a big IOU you could cash in, and obviously with limits. Obviously, like I had to put that in there. I'm not a fool. Like I don't want to be like, oh, if like anything comes up again, like I want my IOU for you to be like, shut the fuck up. Like obviously not that, but like you have an IOU. Like I owe you big time. Hiley and Luke, I owe big time for scheduling the hotel, for being patient with me. For people who don't know me, I'm very last minute. Like, I do everything last because my special power, like how I told you how Radical has foresight, my special power is, I guess, how do I say, like a reverse slow start. I just chill and relax, and everything works out on his own. Like I have like two abilities: last minute adrenaline rush and extreme luck. Like view stats, my luck 100% because everything works out for me. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but you ask my best friend Ryan, who's been on a couple streams. Sometimes he's been through everything with me. He or JJ or any of my RL friends who come on a stream, they could tell you how it's freaky how things just magically work out for me. Like I'm a true believer in fate, and anything that happens to me was for fate, was for a reason. I'm sorry, I just had to get that out there. Haha, alright. You need 1K, bro. Oh my god, little this ball guy. You have so much potential, my boy. Bro, thank you. Comments from Brendan, like, you guys really don't know Brendan as well as I do, but comments from Brendan are a big deal to me. I'm sorry. This ball guy, haha, emotional. Compliments, I meant. Failboat, I wonder what happened to the purple ship. Yo, Litz, quest question. Alright, what's up? I have the card right now, for real. We did. And 10 plus. Alright. Alright. I remember the story. Lol, I always felt the same. I thought that bald gamer would hate me if I just called him Baldy, bro. Oh, that's what people call me. No worries. Bro, I remember this story. Heck yeah, it was an awesome reaction. There were so many people on YouTube, and bro, seeing your channel state now brings me a smile on my face. It makes me want to do YouTube myself in a way. Well, Brendan brings me to a quite good option. In the beginning, when I first started YouTube, before I have a couple, I wouldn't say haters, but non-believers. In the beginning, Brendan believed in me, but he didn't believe in my style because, like, I'm always in my own head. Like, Brendan, like, this is one of the things about Brendan, is that I feel like he was always meant to be my friend. And me and Brendan always butted heads because he was always, I'm not trying to boost Brendan's ego, but everything that happened to me that went wrong, Brendan told me months in advance that shit was going to happen, and I should have listened to him. And we always keep having these conversations where I'm like I'm that guy running to Brendan, I was like, I'm fucked up, I should have listened to you. And Brendan's like, what the fuck do I tell you? And you still don't listen. You're probably still not listening now. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Hope I can meet you someday. Let's Fahad. I can't wait to meet you too. Like, just getting to know you through the PAX group chat and everything. Like, I really want to meet you, Fahad. Like, I don't know if people showed you this yet, and I don't want to accidentally leak anything. But if you saw the picture, if you saw the picture of you, of the N10 with Elsa. If you saw the picture of N10 with Elsa, that was my doing. I saw Elsa, and I was like, let's get a picture for Fahad. And we were like, it was supposed to be like Cisco in him, because of like the whole thing you guys have going on. But it was the whole group. And I was like, I'll take the picture, because Cisco, small side story. Cisco was like, Cisco was like, yo, why don't you try my camera? I'm like, yo, bro, I have bad luck. Like, this goes into my luck thing. I don't want to be responsible for touching your camera and breaking it. I would never forgive myself. And he's like, bro, you need to learn how to do this professionally if you're ever going to be a professional. So he was like showing me how to take pictures, and Cisco let me take a picture. There's a picture of the whole N10 except me, because the reason why I didn't want to be in it was another reason why I thought Fahad didn't like me either in the beginning. But after this like whole convention, I was alright. But I was like, let's take the picture. This is for Fahad. So that was one of the things. You're full of energy. He is. I can see you doing daily vlogs. I suggest like you watch The Life of Tom. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of that. I will check him out. I would do daily vlogs. Like, if I knew how to edit, like, and I know this has to, no, I'm not gonna get into that conversation because a part of me is fucking lazy. But I would do if I had the ability. Well, I didn't know that, lol. Cisco Excellence family. Dude, they do. My family, like, loves Cisco for some reason. Oh my god, dude, Cisco, it's awesome. I can see in the future in my dreams, bro. See, I really wish I watched all other people in the ending group. I used to shit on the group all the time because I thought it was dumb. Now I realize it's just a group of chill people. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Brendan thought, the reason why Brendan thought the way he did was because I vented to Brendan, like my deep thoughts. Like, this is my Steven Universe analogy. Like, in Steven Universe Future, like, everyone didn't need Steven. I have a whole special video about how I'm Steven. Oh, that's like a whole other thing. But when Steven kept venting to the cactus about how he felt, like, and turned into Cactus Steven wanted to kill the Crystal Gems because all Steven did was talk bad about the Crystal Gems, but the Crystal Gems are Steven's family. Like, he would never want anything bad to happen to them. And I always kept telling Brendan the bad things. And I should have spent more time telling him the good things, because a part of me was like, oh, I never spent time telling Brendan the good things, because a part of me at that time was like, I thought the good things were common sense. So, hold on, there's that analogy out of the way. What's the Final Fantasy bike? We'll get to that. Catch up on my comments, boy. I saw her first. You didn't, and I thought of the whole picture thing. All right, let me blow my nose real quick. BRB. For those who don't know, I know I'm sick. I'm still getting over being sick, but as a small idea, alright, you saw her first. I don't remember. All I know is the picture idea. Sorry, those off a bit. It's it's fine, bro. I'm just going off. I ran to take the photo, and Litz was like, group photo. I was like, no, me first. Yes. Because Cisco and Fahad are obsessed with Frozen. Obsessed. So, hold on. Where was I with everything? Oh, blowing my nose. For those who don't know, even when I'm not sick, I always have to blow my nose when I'm in the basement. There's something downstairs in the basement that I'm allergic to. So I just want to get this out here and let people know. When I stream in the basement, I'm slowly killing myself. Obviously I'm not dying, But I don't know what it is in the basement yet, but I found out it is the basement. Because every time I'm down here, if I don't drink water or something, or if I sleep down here, because I used to have sleepovers all the time with my friends downstairs, I would wake up with my throat swollen, my eyes itchy, my nose runny. Like, nose running is like a sign that, oh no, the stuff is coming. There's something in the basement I'm allergic to, but I can't possibly ever do YouTube anywhere else due to how loud my family is and the stuff that goes down upstairs. Downstairs is the only viable option. So I'm working on like making it fit. Litz is dedicating mold probably. That's probably is. It probably is because I'm allergic to the basic stuff. So there's probably is something molding down here and I don't know what it is. All right. Back to the vlog. Back to the whole trip. Oh wait, New York part. Get to New York. I go to the Nintendo store. I completely forgot to do things. I wanted to milk the PAX trip for all it was worth. I wanted to make the Nintendo vlog, like, store its own vlog, but I rarely recorded anything. Like, everything's so short. I went to the Nintendo store. I had these big plans to be like write the N10 thing on the mailbox, but I was too focused on. I have tunnel vision. That this is a whole side topic I'll get to one day. But I was like, get to the N10 store. I mean, get to the N10 store. What the fuck's wrong with me? Get to the Nintendo store and like have fun. And my whole ideas for everything came out the window because I was also focused on. It's hard for me to multitask. So a part of me was like, Nintendo store. I came here for a reason, but I forgot the reason because the other part of me was like, dying carrying. My bag was 50 pounds. Like I measured, I weighed everything. I'm not lying. So part of me was like, don't give up, don't drop your shit. Like I had to take breaks on the street, like drop it and like stretch out. And like I was like, all right, let's keep going. So I got to the store and it was amazing. I thought I was really self-conscious about myself because I was really self-conscious about myself because I kept seeing all these homeless people on the street, and I'm like, I'm gonna look like a fucking homeless person because like, walking into Nintendo with all these bags because I wasn't gonna leave my bags at the bus station or anything. There's nowhere to even put them. So I was like, I hope the Nintendo people don't think less of me. That was going on in the back burner, but the part of me, the exciting, giddy part, like it was Disneyland, was like, oh my god, I'm in here, looking like a homeless person, carrying all this stuff. Like, but who cares? I'm in the Nintendo store! So I'm recording stuff, like the fool I am. You'll see the footage. I'm recording everything, talking about stuff, making jokes. I see the Bowser statue, I'm like, yo, that's the thing. I go upstairs, and then I forgot, oh shit, it's Pokemon Day. I saw that they're putting up I saw them putting up the Pokemon balloons, like just setting up everything. And, I was like, I was still recording everything. I was like, you know what? I gotta get my picture taken with them. So confident asked me, was like, hey, Nintendo employee, do you think you could possibly take a picture of me? I put my bags down because I know no one in the Nintendo store will steal or anything. I did. I'll look him up. I probably did, Brendan. Thank you for reminding me. No problem, Cisco. I stood at the, I was like, hey, could you please, like, take a picture of me? He was like, sure, and I posed. You could see those pictures on my Instagram. That's where I post my pictures. There were other ones, but I deleted them because I didn't like how they looked. But that one was the best one. Then I was like looking around. I was like, you know what? I can't leave the store without buying something. Then I left the store 3 times. I had 3 other Nintendo store vlogs. They never came to fruition. If you still ever want to see them one day, let me know if there's a demand for them because I still have the footage saved on my computer of the Link's Awakening launch day later vlog, or my drama club goes to the New York store, or me just vibing there with Ryan the one day. I have like all these vlogs I never put out because I don't know what, I just feel like I need to edit them myself for the vlogs to feel like they're really mine, because I feel like one day, I know Blaze is just a kid, but I feel like Blaze would go one day and he's like, Brandon would be nothing without me. I edit his videos. And that's my fears with any editor, honestly. I don't want an editor to turn on me and be like, they're nothing without me, because this is the same way how I feel about Pokemon. Like, people are like, oh, here's a shiny, or here's this when I stream Pokemon. I'm like, no, I don't want it. I want it to have, say, originally caught by the Litz or whatever my name is. I want to own it. Like, I want to be, like, proud. I don't want people to be like, nope, pull the rug underneath me. This isn't yours. I take everything back. I want to be like, no, I own it instead. But I guess that has to do with my anxiety and also letting my guard down a little bit, because trust me, I've been through a lot where, like, I may seem like an open book, but for some things I have walls, steel ass walls built around me. Some points it's like a remote control. Like, one moment I press a button, all the walls are down. Press it, like everything comes up. Like, for example, the one time a friend of mine, not gonna name drop because I'm learning my lesson on name dropping, I trusted him, I gave him power of my server, and he impersonated me on my server. It said I liked cock and ball torture, and for some reason, people believed it. This is an example of how fast the walls will fucking go up. I will ban, I don't care if you were associated or not. If I have a suspicion of you, you're losing everything. Like, the truth could come out like that way too. Like, I don't want to falsely accuse, but if I have a feeling and you aren't involved, the walls are coming up. Someone ruined it for you. Like that's just an example. Like, I might be an open book. It might be easy for people to take. I know it was a joke. It may be easy for people to take advantage of me, but trust me, like, I'm like Gohan when he goes into Super Saiyan Rage. Like, all right, like, you could keep flicking me in the head. And I'll have, like, a smile on my face. I have a smile on my face. And then one day, I'm just going to grab your hand and just freaking slam you like a rag doll. Like, literally, the walls could go up at any point. I know it was a joke. I still laugh about the joke today. People still make the joke. Like, during the trip, I did go to a strip club, though. Now that I think about it, that probably wasn't the right thing to say. I just wanted attention from people. So I was like, bro, you guys would never know what I did. I went to a strip club. Now that I think about it, I should not have said that. So that was bad on my end. But, there was that analogy. So I went to the Nintendo store. It's like, I can't leave. I can't leave until I get something, because you see these Under Armour shirts? I've been wearing these Under Armour shirts for years. Like, if you go back to the store on my channel, you could see me wearing the same shirt, because I just love solid color foam shirts like this. Like, I wear the same shirts for real. They're tight. They make me look good. I feel confident in these clothes. I wear them. Like, literally, if you saw my closet, full closet, but I like wearing the same things every day. And I'm like, part of me was like, I'm going to a convention. I'm going to look like really lame if I know people. I knew walking in that there's going to be hardcore cosplayers and convention lovers. I didn't have, like, much spending money for the trip, but I saw that Tokyo exclusive shirt, like, of, like, the people crossing the street with the villager, the Inkling, Link, and Mario from Tokyo, and it was like, I don't care if I'm gonna, like, that's a shirt that I'm going to cap, and I bought it. And I bought the Statue of Liberty Pikachu plush because I'm building a Pikachu plush army. I have 5, like, or 6 right now. That's like a whole separate thing I'm working on. I had to buy that as like a touristy thing. Like, come on, that's like the only thing you could get in Nintendo. So I purchased those. I was telling the Nintendo employee because I had to put all my bags down and try on the shirt, because I'm not trying to be insensitive when I say this, but when I order off of Japanese or Chinese sites or Wish, and I don't know if Wish is that, I ordered this sick ass. I'll go get it right now. Hold on, I'll go get it right now. Hold on. No, I don't get it. I ordered this amazing My Hero Academia shirt. It's all the pages of the My Hero Academia manga with Deku about to do like his 100% smash form. I ordered an extra large because I heard rumors about that. And I had this awesome ass sweatshirt of Gear 4 Luffy, like with a fire and everything and stuff like that. Extra large, the smallest thing I ever had. It made, like, there's no adult size option. I think they gave me an extra large and like kids. And so I didn't want to, so I had to try on the shirt to see if it fit me there, because I ordered these two awesome ass things online last year and they never fit me. I still have them and I'd give them away to anyone who wants them. But that's why I tried on the shirt, and the employees were looking at me. I'm like, oh, here's when they think it's just a homeless person in the store again. But I knew the moment I touched the shirt and tried it on, I had to buy it no matter what. So I explained myself. I went to the store, grabbed these things, I bought them, and I'm talking to this guy. He was really chill. This was the first networking thing I did without the N10 cards. I took off my coat, I showed him the N10 hoodie, and I'm like, hey, we're the N10. Well, before that happened, we were just talking. Obviously, I'm not fucking, oh, hey, we're N10. I'm like, yo, hey. He was like, it seems like you've been to the Nintendo store before. And I'm like, yeah, I've actually been here like 8 times already. He's like, I'm glad I'm part of like this Nintendo group called the N10, and I take off my coat and I flex the back of the sweatshirt. I'm like, I'm the Litz, and he was like, I told him about my channel and the community, and he's like, he was really into it, and he's like, I'll check you guys out and stuff. And I went left, and we were having this good conversation. I never felt happier talking to a Nintendo employee. Nintendo employees, they deserve like the world. Like, they're so kind, Nintendo employees. Like, they're a different breed of people. Like, they're just so kind, understanding. They I don't know if it's acting, but they care about you. I don't know. I love that environment. Like, they're so pure. Most of the NYC store employees are chill as fuck. I'm surprised. Like, you think because they're from New York, like they're rude to people, like, or anything, like, they have like that New York attitude that I've experienced from people. And nope. You step foot into that store, they know you're a fan. Like, they know how to treat their customers and stuff. Like, special shout out to Nintendo employees, especially to the ones at PAX. I'm gonna get to that. I go downstairs. I ask another Nintendo employee to help me take a picture of the Bowser statue, because you can't miss it. If you go to the Nintendo store, you have to take a picture of the Bowser statue. Like, it had to have been done. So I had stuff. I walked back to the bus station. I'm waiting in line. I'm the first person in line for the bus. Like, I'm there 40 minutes early. While I'm standing in line, I'm posting all the pictures. I'm texting all my friends. It's my turn to get on the bus. This is when the first panic attack happened. The first. They mixed up my bus ticket. My bus ticket to Boston and back were rearranged. My bus ticket to get back was the date for me to get there, and my bus ticket to get there was the date for me to get back. And everyone already boarded the bus. It was like I saw a ghost. I turned pale. Literally, I could have shit myself at that opportunity. I was sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh no. I had all this time to even get it fixed. Is it too late? Everything ruined right here. I'm stuck in New York because this is like a personal thing. at that time, I was stopped by 12 homeless people trying to get stuff from me. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to be trapped here. I'm going to be the person that's going to ask around for money or for help. I'm like, no, no. It's like I saw a ghost. And I ran upstairs. He was like, you could get fixed. The bus ticket guy was pissed off. He was like, go upstairs and get it fixed. He didn't tell me where to go. I just instantly ran upstairs. And then I met a nice homeless person, like a nice one. Like, he was like, you're in distress, kid. What's wrong? And I was like, where do I go to change my bus ticket? And he was like, I showed him my bus ticket. I don't know why I showed the homeless. This has to do with my luck or my special ability, my luck or fate. It was like, that's Greyhound. And he was like, it's right there. And then I was about to run. He put my hand on my shoulder. I'm like, oh no. He was like, could you please help someone out? Could you please help me out? Give me money, like anything. I opened up my wallet in front of him, which was a lesson I learned from last time not to do, but I was such in a rush to get on this bus. I pulled out $5, I gave it to him, and he was like, bless you. In my head, I didn't say anything to him, but in my head I was like, you earned this, basically. You told me to go there to get fixed. That was like a fateful encounter. I don't know what he was going to do with it or what he truthfully needed it for, but I got fixed. I'm panicking. And the girl behind the counter's taking her time with the ticket. I'm like, no, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be later than I am because I was already getting jealous and like anxiety because people were already showing up to the convention and arriving, and I'm like, no, I want to be a part of that because I have FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, I have to be a part of everything there early, like at least just to experience it. I was getting upset. As soon as she gave me the ticket, I like Hulk jumped down the stairs with the 80-pound luggage. I ran to the gate. I like pushed the door open. I'm like, wait! Like, I'm not making this shit up. I'm like, wait! I showed the bus ticket, my driver, like the ticket. He's like, get on the bus. Like, I held up the bus. I sat down. I sat back and relaxed. And I was like, holy fuck, I made it. Holy shit. I made it. I had to take my coat off and everything because I was so hot and sweating. The whole trip there, it dreaded. Like, the bus to New York was basically empty. This one was packed. This bus was packed. No one sat next to me because I put all my luggage on the seat next to me. But I swear if that seat was open, someone was sitting there. And I did not think that the bus trip from New York to Boston was going to be 4 hours long. I got on that bus at 12 o'clock. Didn't get there till 4. Like, literally exactly 4 hours long with the stops and shit. And no stops. Just straight forward. Straight forward 4 hours. Yeah, there wasn't a stop. I couldn't watch anime because I've already watched the entirety of... I already caught up on My Hero Academia. And I was like, alright, nothing's good, nothing's better than My Hero Academia. But then I tried watching, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max up my defense. I started watching that for a little bit, but then I couldn't keep watching it. Like, I was going through my phase, like, can't watch anime, what the fuck am I doing? And, I'm just trying to relax, and I just put on Animal Crossing music. Lately, Animal Crossing music has been helping me sleep. Slept a little bit on the bus, still dragged on. And I'm just texting. I was just anxious. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't watch anime. I just had to stare out the window and wait. And it was cool to take in all the sights and stuff and everything. And I finally got to Boston. Excited. And this is when my whole life changed. Because I've been to New York before. I've been to everything. I know what it's like. Going to Boston, it's like expanding my map. This is like a really stupid thing to say or I don't know the term, but I don't believe anything. I'm a person that doesn't believe it until I see it, except with Smash Leaks. I'll believe anything that sounds good to me, but like, I think all that there is to the world is what I see to the world. Like, I'm like, Pennsylvania, that's it. All I see is Pennsylvania. People talk about Canada, people talk about Egypt, people talk about, but I haven't fucking experienced it. I really don't give a shit unless it has to do with me. I'll straight out say with that. So the only things I've known about the world was Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because the Pittsburgh side of Pennsylvania and where I live, completely two different sides. Where I live is the jerk, shitty ass crack. The Pittsburgh side is where all the nice, holy people live. And then Florida, where beautiful, like the whole state of Florida is awesome. And New York, where I just think it's just evil corruption, except on the Nintendo store. Chat may be dead. There's people listening. The chat may be dead, but my boy, I'm still listening to it, and I'm just doing some schoolwork. Thank you, Brennan. I appreciate that you're listening. I appreciate the update, man. That means a lot to me. So I'm at the bus station. I get off the bus. I thank the bus driver because one thing I've learned in high school taught me this is proper bus driver etiquette. Because I've been a part of the baseball team, the basketball team, like all these sports and like these trips. And it's always nice to tip the bus driver, to thank him for taking time out of his day to take us to someplace. So I thank the bus driver and stuff. And this will lead into me coming home because that bus driver was the coolest man I've ever met in my life. He deserves a raise. Not the one that brought me to PAX, but the one that brought me home from PAX. I thanked him. I stepped foot. The first terminal smelled like piss and shit. The second terminal, scummy-ish. The Boston bus terminal, a part of me cried. I was like, this has to be the nicest bus terminal I've ever seen in my entire life. Clean, bro. Like, no one's like, it's not musty, not dirty looking or anything. It's all futuristic, sleek, and modern. Brightness from the sun coming in. These restaurants, like, all this big open area, everything's organized and like, it's busy, but it's organized busyness. And, like, I step out and I'm like, definitely someone could have took advantage of me there, because when people say when you go to New York for the first time, don't act like a tourist because people are going to take advantage of you. My eyes turned into stars, mouth wide open. I'm like, wow. Like, I was more fascinated by the bus station than I thought I would ever be about anything in my life. I walk down, I see all these food courts, I walk down, I take the elevator, because a part of me, like, I like to work out, like, I like to take the stairs, do the extra part. A part of me was like, Brandon, you deserve to take this elevator. So I went down this massive elevator that's the size of my basement, like from to where I'm standing to like where the bathroom door is behind me. That's how big that elevator was. It fit a lot of people, and I stood in, stepped right in front. I'm like looking around. I get out, go down to the bus. There's a taxi there, but I don't have money for taxis. This is where I'm gonna put in the grind work and walk. I'm walking around the city admiring everything. I got lucky. And for those who don't know, I love Chinese and Japanese culture a lot. I had no idea Boston had a Chinatown. And I had to walk through Chinatown to get to the hotel. Hold on, let me rewind. Before I walked through Chinatown, I was like, where are you guys? I put in the Godfrey Hotel, and it's telling me it's 2 days and 40 minutes walking distance. No, not 2 days. 2 days and 4 hours walking distance. I'm like, excuse me, did I get off at the wrong bus station? Because I put in the address Radical gave me. I'm like, oh no, I'm scared shitless. Did I actually get off the bus station? I knew this was too good to be true. And I texted them, and I was like, where am I supposed to be right now? What am I supposed to do? I didn't follow that. My dumbass thought there was only one Godfrey Hotel in the whole world. It just was telling me directions to another one. So instead of following Google Maps, I just stalked the Snapchat map and just started walking. I found out that there was a faster way to get to the hotel on foot instead of walking through Chinatown. Here, let me like organize. let me try to point it out to you guys. So here's the bus terminal. The bus terminal's right here. The Godfrey Hotel's right there. All right. So here's me at the bus terminal. I walk the complete other way. Like, I walk this way around in a circle in there. When I could have just straight line to the hotel, I just started walking. But I'm glad I did, because I got to walk through the entirety of Chinatown and, like, taking it all in. Like, it was like, holy shit, like, this is fucking beautiful. I walked past, like, the Paramount Theater, and as soon as I got to the hotel, I saw the Godfrey sign, and I double checked the thing. It was like, nope, they're saying they're here. They're here. The Godfrey Hotel. I never stayed in a nice hotel before. It was always some shitty ass mediocre hotel, like the Hilton Inn and all this shit. Like some stupid, like I'm sorry. It was. What I mean is, it wasn't as nice and fancy as this hotel. It's just like, what I'm saying is the poor people hotels. I never stayed in a nice hotel or affordable hotel before. And when I walked in, I was like, "This, no way this is the hotel. It's all futuristic, modern." There was a person to hold the door open for me. See, I'm big on kindness and stuff. I gave NFB mod. I forgot. I gave NFB mod when I was simping over him, because I thought when NFB was first in line for the Switch Lite, I was inspired, because I was like, oh my god, he might be the next C&D. That's how he got mod, and I just ended up letting him have it. He didn't do anything wrong to get rid of it, and Brendan knows how the mod give and take works around here. So I'll admit it right now, and this could go to his head, when NFB was showing all of those videos, his tweets about being first in line for the Switch Lite. Like, I was fanboying all over him, because like I had C&D nostalgia during that time. And then we just became pretty good friends. We were pretty good friends before that. Like, I know people don't publicly know the relationship between me and NFB. We're not friends. We're not like, NFB's not my friend, like how Brendan or the N10 or my RL are friends. Like, he's a acquaintance friend. Like, we occasionally talk to each other, but we're still friends. Like, you could say we're acquaintance friends. Like, in high school, like, you talk to that girl, but you don't talk to that girl about everything, but you still call her your friend, but you're acquaintance. You occasionally talk. That's me and NFB's relationship. Like, when I see his Snapchat stories, I reply to them. I watch his streams, and NFB's drama is just so interesting to me. Like, NFB will message me and he's like, "Bro, I need your help. Get in here and support me." I don't care what it is. Like, the situations NFB gets himself into, I just find fucking hilarious. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna help this guy out, because I just want to see him win. I want to see how this turns out for him. So I got into like some stuff with him, and then we just became friends through that. I'm sorry, NFB, if you're still watching. I'm sorry I did not get to meet you when you arrived. We were already out in the city going to the comic book center, and we were already dead, wanting to die and just relax in the hotel. Sorry I didn't take the extra mile to meet you when you were there. And the next day I was leaving. But next time or anything, I am definitely going to properly meet you and stuff. I remember I met you at the Smash Line when you were in the PD Piranha costume, and I interviewed you. You're still in that video, but that was it. Oh, Teddy. Oh, well, fuck. Or thanks, Teddy. Damn. So that's the whole NFB story with me, my relationship with him. I'm gonna blow my nose again real quick. Alright, let's see here. I don't have corona. Oh my god, we were just talking about that shit. We were just talking about that shit. Alright, so back to the story. I go and I walk into the hotel and I'm staying on the lobby because I didn't know how the hotel worked. Because they were already checked in. I didn't want them to be like, oh my god, because these people were the fancy rich people. The Godfrey Hotel, everyone was in suits except the N10. Like, everyone had these expensive clothing on. Everyone had like the fancy, like you see in those movies, how people have those scarves things around them. They're smoking cigars like those fancy rich people. And then here's me with 2 coats on, the N10 hoodie, my hair a mess because my hair a mess, my whole closet on my back, and I'm like, wow, this is a fancy ass hotel. Am I even allowed to be in here? Are they gonna kick me out for being in their lobby? And I go into the cafe area there because that's where the map said they were. They weren't there. So I'm texting I'm texting Luke because Luke is the owner of the hotel room, and Rad, and I'm like, guys, I'm here. I'm staying in the lobby. What do I say or do to them? And they didn't tell me anything. All I got was stay in the lobby. Stay in the lobby, Brandon. I'm like, all right. So I'm actually like, here's the counter. Here's me. The counter people are like awkwardly looking at me. Like, I'm like, is he going to say something to us or like what? And I'm like on my phone texting. At least that was the only part that made me seem human, I guess, to them, that I'm not just like, because the people in the, I respect the homeless people in Boston more because the homeless people in Boston don't bother you. It's like Boston, the area I was in at least, is a cleaner New York. Like, the homeless people don't come out in the mornings, like, or anything. They just mind their own business. They don't talk to you. They don't bother you or anything. I don't know how that the system works there, but the reason why I keep making these analogies is because the homeless people in New York have nothing, but the homeless people in Boston are actually trying to build themselves. They're actually putting in the work to build themselves up. Like, they actually have sleeping bags, multiple things. Like, they actually have items. That's why I'm comparing myself to them, is because they kind of looked like me, carrying with all this stuff on my back, dressed up in these warm coats and stuff. That's why I'm making this comparison. I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything about this. That's why I'm saying this. And they don't bother anyone. So that's why I made the comparison. That's the explanation. So they're like, stay in the bottom of the hotel. And, oh God, I just made it to day 1, and I've been talking for like 2 hours. What the fuck? I'm gonna be here. I can write a fucking novel. I could write a fucking novel on this shit. Just 4 days. Bro, I can, just going into detail. Keep it going, man. I can't believe. So I'm staying in the hotel. I'm getting nervous because I don't want them to kick me out of the hotel. Oh my God, fuck you, Ted. I saw someone argue with a homeless person in Virginia for literally no reason who's sleeping on the... Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, I would not bother them if they're minding their own business. Like, that's respectable. Show them respect at least. Back to the thing. So they're telling me to wait, and I'm getting nervous. I hear them walking, because the way the hotel's laid out is you walk in, bathrooms, bar to this side, no way to get up the hotel. Everything to get up was on this side. There was the elevator area. Oh my God, I didn't really talk about this, and I just thought this now. There was this fancy area, like this bamboo looking material, but it was also solid iron. I don't know how to fucking explain it. I need to see. You'll see in the vlog when you're walking down the steps. There's this hall. There's this wall in the hall, but there's like special stairs hidden on the other side of the wall, because I didn't know there was anything on that side of the wall until I saw someone actually open the door from walking out of the wall into the lobby, because I was completely oblivious to that. I was like, what? Sorry, just had to get that out of the way. That's how you really know it's a fancy place. I hear them talking because like the sound travels through the hall. The first person that comes out, and I wasn't expecting him at all because I didn't really text him at all, was Nintendo Cisco. He was the first person to walk out. He was like the most approachable. I don't know. The way how I view Nintendo Cisco is like a golden knight. I don't know why I view him that way. I just see him, like everyone says, when people say Nintendo Cisco is like a teddy bear and stuff like that, he really is. He comes out all confident, like with his newfound body. If you're not following him, he did this workout thing, and like you could really see the improvements and adjustments on him. He like came out as like a soldier with his camera, and he's like, come here, and we hugged, and I was like, oh my god, it's so great. I don't know what I said exactly, but in my head I was like, it's so great to see you again. I can't believe it's 2 years and I'm hugging you. This feels so great. And then Radical, Key, and Luke come. This is where the memory gets a little hazy, and I don't want to check the clips until it's time for me to edit, because I don't want to get sick of rewatching my clips. That's another reason why I never post out vlogs, is because this is me being self-centered. Is I think I'm one of the most sometimes I think I'm some of the most entertaining person in the world. Like, I go in with a mindset of Brendan. This is what I do. I go in the, like, hold on, this is a personal thing I do. I go into a mindset as Brendan or Desmond in my server, because like how they view me, but I also have my personality in. I watch I would put on a random stream of mine, or a random video of mine, or a clip of mine, or a vlog, or a collab. I just watch myself, and I'm like, a part of me is like, I gotta see this from a viewer's side, like see what they think. And I'm just laughing at myself because I'm like, this guy's fucking funny. But since I'm playing the part so well, I'm like, this is me. I'm fucking hilarious sometimes. Like, what am I doing? Like, when people bring up my past, and I'm so glad people clip me sometimes, or I've done some stupid shit in the past, because in my head I'm like, because I forget easily. I have like a memory problem for some reason. I don't know why. When people are like, I can't believe I actually said that. Like, what the hell? Because you change every day as a person. Every day you're evolving. You are not becoming the person you were the last day or the last second. Like, the person who I was yesterday, he's in the past. This goes into a little philosophy of mine, but you are always changing. So then when I rewatch a clip of myself, I'm like, I can't believe I said that. As like someone new, but as someone who's me, it's like, that's something I would completely say. What the fuck was wrong with me? I would say that, honestly. Let's see, boy, don't get out much, do you? How do you view me, bitch? Now I'm curious. That's a whole separate conversation. I gotta finish this pack story, like, until, like, keep going, or I'm never gonna talk about packs again. So Luke, for some reason during the whole thing, I was more excited to see Luke. I don't know why I was more excited to see Luke, because Luke was before me and Radical got close, Luke was the one that I was like, he's my brother, because Luke was the second N10 member I met before I even knew who the N10 was. CJ was first. CJ discovered me somehow. Me and CJ were close friends, but then I don't know what happened that me and CJ stopped talking. But then it was Luke. I was introduced to Luke first, so I was really close with Luke before the whole thing. So I was super excited to see Luke in person for some reason. But I also feel like that me and Luke hyped up our meetup too much, because I'm gonna flat out say it, and if he's listening, like, this is the honest truth. I'm gonna say the fucking truth. That I enjoyed every minute with Luke. It was so good, but we hyped it up too much to where I was a little let down. That wasn't as big as we thought it was going to be. So, like, Brendan teaches me, don't overhype things or you're going to get disappointed, because me and Luke were like, oh, we're going to stay up all night for hours talking about girls and life and stuff. That never happened. that never happened. Like, me and Luke were close, and a part of me was like obsessed with Luke because a part of me was like, we gotta live what we said, but what we did never really happened. Something completely different that we didn't expect happened, and I like that more because we didn't expect what we were going to talk about and stuff to happen, and that's what built the connection. Like, it didn't feel forced. But the parts with me and Luke were not there, and I think that was also for the best, because for those who don't know Silly Bones, like, I don't know why or the kindness of it or anything, but Silly Bones really loves to meme me and Luke, and I feel like the more clips of us together in person, the more dangerous Silly Bones could have gotten. Like, just the one picture of Luke on the bed from the live stream or something or whatever I did, Silly Bone screenshot it and already made something like really inappropriate with me, like making out with Luke on the bed, and so I'm kind of glad the interactions were short because of that reason of Silly Bones being out of control. But I'm also really sad that I wasn't like obsessed with him, because in the beginning, before I met Luke, I kind of viewed him as Ryan too. Like, I need a new person to replace Ryan because Ryan's not all the time around. He was like my online Ryan, and he was my online Ryan. But meeting him in person, it was just like we haven't fully connected, because this is how Ryan was in the beginning too, like how Luke is. So I see the potential of a Ryan in him. That means a lot. Like, I know people won't get this analogy, but this is an extremely good thing. Radical, when I met him, best friend level, completely unique. Like, I can't like Brendan's best friend, Radical best friend, whole new breeds on their own. Like, Luke is a Ryan breed. That's a good thing. But Radical, Brendan, when I met Brendan online, whole new breed of best friend, like a special kind of best friend. Radical, a whole new kind of best friend. Like, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Me and Radical had some alone time together. Do not take that out of context. Like, everyone was trying to make posters of our pictures. They went off, and I was like, Rad, I really want to enjoy the city. I really want to. That's why I got those crabs. I was looking for those crabs and stuff. I was like, Rad, I really want to explore the city more. And he stayed with me and like showed stuff with me, and we had some alone time. And what do you need to clip? And I'm like, Rad, you really remind me of like my best friends that I have at home and stuff, because like he's been through everything with me, like that I've been through. I'm like, Rad, if things worked out differently, and this does sound really sus. This sounds like people can make fanfics about this, but I was like, Brad, if things were differently and we lived nearby each other and something, and I met you, I would have been your best friend for life. Like, I would have been your best friend forever. Like, during his stream, he was talking about how he's the lone wolf, how he like sometimes likes to be alone and stuff. If I met Rad and I knew who he was, I wouldn't let Rad be alone, even if he wanted to be alone. Like, I would sit next to him. I wouldn't talk to him or bother him. I'd understand people need their space. Like, this will go into something that will come up later. But, like, Rad is someone, if we lived closer every day, and I hope he hears this. I know this sounds like I'm about to, like, just make out with the guy. But I was like, Rad, you would be my best friend, and I'm glad you've done everything you can for me. You've convinced me to come to the con. If it wasn't for you two, I wouldn't have been here. You've helped me through everything. You've been like my therapist. You've helped me out in a special way. You were there for me when I felt like my best friends in IRL were leaving me. Like, you get me. You understand me and stuff like that. And, like, I know, start the fanfics or whatever. And the biggest sus part of this all was we were in the center park of Boston, like all the lights are on, no one was around us, it was just me and him and the stars and the sky and the moment, and we were just walking slowly, we were just having this talk. Basically, just to sum it up in a simple context, was, Rad, I love you. And that's what happened. So, rewind back. Meaning Rad, he had the golden aura too. That's how I'm going to announce it. Cisco and Rad had golden auras around them. And if I say the people don't have golden auras now, there were times where people's golden auras did shine. Everyone in the N10 had a golden aura moment, but immediately, Cisco and Luke Cisco and Rad were golden the entire time. Cisco was golden the entire time. Rad faded in and out a little bit, but that was because he was tired. This is just an analogy to help you see how I vision them. I met Key. I hugged him. He was so chill. Key, I don't know how to explain Key or Linkachu or Steph. Hold on, me and Steph. Steph has his own story. Steph has his own arc. Key, and so does Key, but Key is special. Key didn't have the Golden Aura special or the Brother special. Key was you know how I explained the at the time, they're all brothers, obviously. I'm just saying how I first met them this time explains. I love them all dearly. Please don't ever take anything out of context. I love you guys. I treat you guys all equally with respect and stuff. I'm just telling you how I felt at that time. No favoritism or anything's being played here. Key had that Nintendo employee aura about him. He was super chill about everything. I didn't really talk to Key a lot outside of the conventions. If I knew Key was going through a bad time through another member of the N10, I would text him and we'd get close. And I knew he liked Steven Universe and Zelda, so I always sent him Steven Universe memes and stuff. So we had that thing going. Key is just a chill guy. Key showed no negativity. I don't know Key personally. I do. I don't know him well enough to make this statement, but I am going to make this statement. Key had no negative bone or depression thing in his body the entire time. Key was just chill and calm. Didn't judge people. He was a Nintendo employee. He was a god, an angel or something. He was just Key, chill, cool. I don't know how to explain it. Not over the top, but bro, that perfectly fits him. He's there. He's so chill and nice. I can't believe, because where I come from, there's really not that many nice people. Look at Teddy just fooling around with me. Key would never fool around like that. Nothing. I'm not taking a shot at Teddy. I'm using that as an example. Key would never say anything bad. And if Key does give criticism, it's the most nicest criticism I've ever received. When I made the Smash launch vlogs 2 years ago, he was like, Brandon, it seems like you're trying to force what you're saying into the camera and stuff. That was the first constructive criticism I ever got from Key. And it was nice, too. So, Key, perfectly nice. There's the Key rant. So we all go upstairs to the hotel. We take the stairs, I think. Elevator or stairs, whatever. No, we took the elevator because I was exhausted from carrying all that shit. We go to our room. There's this joke going around that Cisco got premium, got the VIP room because he got alcohol and shit in his room and stuff, acting all cool that he got the VIP room. I actually believed this shit too, that his room was VIP, until I actually went to my own room and realized I had the same thing. And they were like, I'm really gullible. They were like, Litz, you really believe that VIP shit? I don't know if that was on camera or anything, but I was like, our room was the hangout room too. My room, room 4112, was the hangout room. Everyone hung in there. Cisco, Rad's, and Steph room was a floor above us. Dag and Linkachu were a floors below us. Linkachu stayed with his Graham, and Dag stayed with his dad. Oh my god, hold on. Small rant about Dag's dad. I only got a glimpse of him once at, when they were checking in. Dag's dad. I never had a dad before, but if I wanted a dad, it would be Dag's dad. Like, he was recording, like, Dag's reaction to us seeing us, and he waved to me and stuff, and I gave him a peace sign. I don't know why, but he just felt so cool. Alright, so, Dead Bat. We'll step back. I have a lot to say about Dag, too. Holy fuck. I might be talking for a while. Holy shit. There might be a part 3. I'm in the mood. So, we go into the room, and, I forgot the order for a little bit. Let me... Who came first, Steph or Dag? Nope, Dag came first. Alright. Oh god, no, part 3. Oh my god, no, Teddy. We get into the room. Everything's already set up. Like, it was weird. I know they all came down with me, but when I came to the room, I don't remember them getting into the room before me, because when I stepped into the room, I think my memory blanked, because then the next thing I remember is them all sitting on the couch, but I'm still, like, acting like I walked into the room, and they're all playing Duck Game. Like, it's this, like, Duck Smash Brothers pixelated game. They're having, like, a fun-ass time, like, laughing, getting to know each other. It was like a scene out of a dream. Like, you know how when people are dying and you're hallucinating and you're about to go to heaven, and you're just having a good time. There was a seat open for me on the couch, and the way how I remember it was, like, Key was there, Cisco was smiling, Radical was standing in the corner, like, standing in the corner playing. Luke was on the... I forgot where Luke was, but he was in my field of vision smiling. And I just remember, like, Key was like, come sit with us, Brandon. And it just felt like a dream, like, to just sit and play the game with them. I didn't want to play anything at first, because I don't like touching other people's belongings and stuff, but I did eventually play. I used my own controllers because I brought my yellow ones with me, since they're the only working Joy-Cons, and yellow's my favorite color, and that's a way to distinguish myself from everyone else, because people did bring their shit and got mixed up. We were playing, having a good time. I got settled in. Memory hazy. I remember after playing some Duck Game, which was a lot of fun, I finally learned how to play. And once I learned how to play after getting my ass whooped, I went ape shit crazy and, like, started killing people. I started getting good towards the end. But I remember Rad and everyone just staring out the door, because they're like, they're coming, they're in the airport right now, we're checking the snap map. And they're all pulling in. Radical had, like, fucking 2020 Hawkeye vision. He was, like, I don't know how he's able to spot anything from that far away, and I have fucking glasses. But just with his regular eyes, he could spot the N10 hoodie, like, just, even this black, it's like he knows the that's the word I'm looking for. It's like he knows the cell particles, like the molecules on the N10 shirt, because he was able to spot people, like, that didn't even look like him. He's like, that's Dag, we gotta run down and surprise him. We ran down. Hold on, let me take a break real quick, because recalling these memories is hurting my brain. I'm starting to get a headache. Hold on. Bro. Boy. Alright, so let's just take a little break. What do you guys think of the story so far? For the 9 viewers that are left listening, I know that it's the Heinley and Link, Teddy and Brendan, but so there's like 5 other people just lurking. Oh shit, no, there's 4 other people just lurking. What do you guys think of the story so far? Think you have a headache? I know you probably have a headache listening to me. Oh, alright. So what do other people think? And 1 left. I know. RIP. That doesn't matter to me, though, because the stream will be up forever. People will be able to rewatch the stream at their own convenience and time. And eventually, one day, I'll have hundreds of people that, no matter what I fucking talk about, just like, I'm going to use an Etika analogy, because this is why I strive to be, like, no matter what Etika streamed, did, or talked about, they were there for him to listen to no matter what. And I know that for a fact, because I was one of those people. If Etika... I'm not someone that like goes out of my way for something, but if Etika, I had stream notifications on, I followed him and everything. If Etika went live at 3 a.m. and like I woke up at 4 or something in the middle of the night, I saw he was streaming, I would watch that shit. I watched everything Etika did all the way through. Don't have very good memories of all the streams and stuff, but I watched everything, and I kind of want a fan base like that. Why would people rewatch this? Why wouldn't they? To know how I felt about the whole experience. This is what I'm telling you, Teddy. I'm going to write a book about myself, but if I go into detail about everything I am going in now, just about one day, how this is 2 hours, like, I'm going to have, like, a whole fucking novel series, but I do plan on writing a book about myself one day, and I don't care. Before I die, it will be published. The moment I die, that book will be published. Or I want someone to publish it. I have friends of mine, like my friend Ryan promised he would write a book about me if I ever died. He wouldn't know this stuff because we haven't been talking, but whatever happened would happen. And I don't care if only one person reads it, because that's one person's life that got to understand me. They got to understand what I went through, and I got to change their life somehow. Like the 7 people listening to me right now, even if they don't like me, I impacted their life in a way. And that's my goal with anything in life, is to leave a positive impact on someone's life and have what I taught them change their life and to help change other people's lives for the better. All you need to do is start with yourself. Then you start with one person, and then it spreads. And that's the accomplishment right there. That's the main goal. That's the dream. You're not really impacting me, bro. That's okay. I understand I'm not for everyone. I understand I'm not going to impact everyone. But my goal is to eventually to be liked by everyone, is to impact everyone. Isn't that everyone's goal? Except like the strange or the quirky is to be liked and loved by everyone and to be praised and appreciated for everything you do. Because in the end, Teddy, don't you, like, be completely honest, speak honestly, and it's wrong for me to assume this too if it is wrong, but don't you want people to like praise you for your art? Don't you want to be big with your art one day? Or don't you just want to be praised for whatever you be when you become something in life? Like, I know you could probably go against me right now just for the sake of going against me, but deep down inside, everyone has a dream or goal of just wanting to be appreciated or loved by others, and I feel like I understand that more than anyone else in this world, because that's what I strive to be. That's why I understand the basics of humanity in that sense, where I love and appreciate everyone and everything, because I know what it's like to not be loved and appreciated with things too. Bro. Oh, no worries, Brendan. Sorry. Alright. I'm gonna stretch real quick. MP. Holy shit. I gotta pee real quick. Story cool. And also I find this story cool. Get back to Pegs! Bro, hold on. I'm gonna pee real quick. I'm gonna put on some music. Alright, wrong layout. There we go. Alright, we're back. Yeah, that's my Animal Crossing layout. My Animal Crossing music. I actually use that. I use that every time I go to sleep if I'm having trouble sleeping or if I'm doing homework. Or if I just need background music to life, I just play that. Alright, I lost track of where. No, I figured it out. The DAG. Hey Andrew, hey Blaze, welcome to the stream. How you doing? God, I need to go back and fucking blow my nose again. This is ridiculous. We'll leave you guys shortly with this. The mascot of no, my channel has a mascot, but I don't know where Mr. Flim Flam is, so this is the new mascot. God, I really like the feel of just switching things. Like, you know how everyone has green screens? Eventually, I just want to, like, steal a bunch of these and just, like, have a whole wall of them and just, like, switch them out every once in a while and just make the background different. Like, fuck green screens, like, syncing into the game. I think people should have, like... That's why I like people who have, like, their anime collections or posters in the back of the wall, or their like when C&D streamed, he always had his Nintendo collection in the back. That was cool as shit. If I had a room like that set up, I would definitely do that. But for right now, these are good enough. And if I have too many of them, call up the boys, have a bonfire, burn. I would obviously not burn this one, but like burn the extra ones and just keep back and taking more and just keep that cycle going. Alright. How was PAX? Blaze? I just made it to day 1 of my PAX rant vlogs, and there's already a part 1 stream, and it took 2 hours and 22 minutes to get to the part where I'm just meeting DAG, and the convention didn't even start yet. It starts tomorrow. Bro. I was gonna say something, but it's too far. Bro. Oh no. Is it a bad or a good thing? We'll listen to Trumpet. Hey, I got a question. How's this for the title of the comic? What comic? I kind of want to know now, out of curiosity. Depending. I don't know. Alright. Alright, where do I begin? Nah, there's something brewing up, and I'm not going to be able to focus on the story now, bro. It's been sent over Snap. I'll check it real quick. Oh my god. The story. I go into too much detail. I get that. Ooh, that's... I like the colors of that, actually. That's actually pretty cool. I like the spiral thing. Spellbound? What's the name of the story, and, like, where are you going with that? Because Spellbound sounds a little generic, but... just it sounds like a indie game, but I don't know what the story and the presence is, so maybe Spellbound would be a perfect name, but that's just my first impression of that. Alright, check. Holy snaps. Oh shit. She definitely ranted about me, holy fuck. Alright. Alright. Bro, my memory's shit. I know, I remember you been working on a story, but I didn't know that was the story. what do the other people in the comics group chat say? All right. So we met Dag. Dag was pretty much a big deal, okay? Dag was he's from Mexico, and the chances of me ever seeing Dag were like me ever thinking seeing Dag was surreal because he's from Mexico. I thought he would not even make it because Dag was going through some stuff at the time. I'm glad he pulled through. Seeing Dag was like really cool. Like how Dag is on camera. Dag doesn't really VC or do stuff as much as the others. And when Dag's on camera, I personally think of Mexican like C&D, because especially when he did his own launch thing at the Smash launch and just the way he does stuff and his Saint Seiya love, like Dag has the potential to be a huge community head. If the Nintendo community was like still in its prime when C&D was doing his shit and stuff and the N10 didn't exist, if Dag did shit like that, he would be the Mexican C&D, and then that would probably spiral out to a Canadian C&D, or Russian C&D, a French C&D. Like that would like spiral out of control, like in a good way, if that was still a thing. And all the, I'm not leaking anything, but all the footage Dag got, he got everything. Like he got all the legendary moments. Like I'm really excited to see Dag's video because I'm going to get the good vibes from that. Like I'm going to get C&D nostalgia from his vlog. That's just how I feel when I see him. So seeing him was really legendary, but also getting that vibe. He doesn't give that vibe in person. He's just like a chill dude. He's like the high school guy that doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like he's very open about what he talks about and stuff, and he's comfortable around us. Like he's a completely different guy. I love Dag. I love his personality. He's on a different level from Key. Like know how he said like the friend like things, like not the same level as Key, but in his own caliber, and he's like my friend still and stuff like that. His golden aura shined when he was vlogging and stuff like that. Insane guy. I loved eating out with him. The second Muya night, hugging him and just like watching him do his work. Damn work, F. I feel you, Brendan, because I gotta do some of my work too this week before the stuff starts. And shit. What kind of work are you doing, Brendan? What kind of work do you gotta do? No response there, so I didn't send it. Ouch. Why are people so shy like that, bro? I was gonna go on a Teddy rant for a minute about how like Teddy like forced his way into being my friend, but I was like, no, this isn't a Teddy stream. This isn't an N10 stream, bro. I gotta take a placement test for my college tomorrow. Brendan, I'm ending the stream right now. Then that I know you will watch me. I know how you are. If you gotta take a placement test for your college tomorrow, I'm done. I'm ending it. I don't care if you don't even do fucking work. Like. You need your rest, and I would go until the morning. I would probably go until the next day. Brendan, you are going to take your fucking test. You are going to relax. It's after school at 3. Bro, you need to rest. I don't want you sleeping at school, all right? 3. Bro, I will finish the story around 3 or later tomorrow, and then when you're ready, I will probably stream Wind Waker or Pokemon during that time. You won't miss anything important. Bro, study that because I want you to hear my story. I don't care. No, I'm ending it. Stay bright, Litz fam.